Why is there no coin toss? I've never seen us do one. I've never even seen us do one.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
See that jersey, jersey changed back.
Their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Nice hike.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to
where you're fucking up before.
On 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
You know you were fucking me up last night too? Wait, hurry up.
So certainly not the start they were looking for
Figure
here
out
as they
how
come
to
up on a 3rd and 14. Now Mayfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
That's horseshit.
Kind of a double whammy.
That's rubbish.
The interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
On first down, Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get
Guys, so every time I pull up and play, you can see it.
2nd and 2. First carry for DeAndre Swift. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
Out here, buddy.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Kenneth Gainwell, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Brad 8.
Mayfield. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Oh, what the
Eagle pressure too much this time. Down he goes. Zach Cunningham. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And
fuck you, Juke.
They've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Third down and 10. To throw, Mayfield.
Huh.
And that is incomplete.
Fucking
Zach Cunningham there defensively to make that play.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
A little bit. What? I said I figured that was going to be offensive pass interference. Offensive, I said.
Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line.
I gotta learn how to fucking kick one.
For a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing in these meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it.
What?
Maybe they did something.
What?
And he takes us beyond the 35.
That is fucking some shit, guy. I thought I had you for that sack.
16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but
that guy
some
came,
teams,
yeah, ready. That was
mind
fucking
doing
long
it.
guy.
And that one, well
That came out
sold
of
by
nowhere.
the offensive lineman. They showed the pass.
I actually thought I
they
picked
got
it.
out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds.
Look at your guys' fucking helmets on the side.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, He's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Saw that?
Back-to-back good plays.
They're like fucking rainbow colors.
First down. Hurts.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Probably change this one. I'm about to say, what do you do? Excuse me. What was it?
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field,
What?
Mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
As I
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
And he did. We do have something.
First down, here's White. And he'll lose yardage here. Back
I don't want to change a play.
What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular
Tuesday.
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Turbo.
So first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. Early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
That's a huge run, huh?
Take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
The good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions.
Those 2 lips.
They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he can only manage to get
Griffith's big and twisted.
2nd and 8 coming up. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Hurts to throw.
Cool. Out here.
On through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. Looking to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles.
Unreal. Challenge it. Challenge it.
Swift with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue.
This is going to be the touchdown.
Found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny, you know.
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
Oh, what the fuck?
And he was smiling. And I
thought it was a weird pass.
It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty
I'm
well.
going to turn these fucking announcers off.
Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mayfield to throw it.
Oh, my God.
3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's get this one to the 23-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in
my
field
guy.
goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
On the sneak, it's Hurts, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half.
And these Eagles may have been the first to really perfect this play. Let Hurts take the snap, then get some help pushing from behind. This was so successful, some folks, including me, were calling for this play to be outlawed. But while it's still in the books, no one runs it better than Hurts, and he takes this one in.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick.
What a prick. Look at this prick.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as the tackle made down at the 33. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Reed Blankenship just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Swift going to try up the middle. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Oh, you.
That's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 57 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield down. Oh, he dropped it.
That was a pass interference if I ever seen
the
it.
way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out.
And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Silver, ready? 52, 52. Dragon 60.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Got it. Got it, mine.
On the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air. And, of course,
And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play action. Here's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. They go play action with Hurts. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Here's
Die heavy. Die heavy.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts.
I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so, buddy.
I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
Unreal.
So the D-line got the push there against the
Unreal.
that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they don't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of
Only
anything
fucking plays
in the
I
run
got,
game.
guy.
Case in point right there.
Only play formation. Pathetic.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing. Mayfield. There's a short.
Come on, guy.
Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after.
Quarterback tired, guy.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Hassan.
We going for the record?
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. He's got it. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
For the record.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Here's Mayfield. And now here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And we now have a new single-game interception king. A record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard
broke some
run
record,
the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Quick slant to Brown. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs ready to take over once again. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
You just let me have that one.
59 yards. And the Buccaneers get a bit closer. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Oh, little jet sweep to start the drive. There he goes, right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Kenneth Gainwell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And this is going to be caught. We're not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
17's Mike 17.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Mike 17.
On second down, Mayfield again. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Mike 17. Too little. Cut. 17's Mike 17. All day, baby, all day. Slam. Hey, alert.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Mike 17. Point it right. Yeah, let's get that ball. Let's get that ball right here. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding Otten once more. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Back now in Tampa. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. Mike 17. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check three. Kings.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. This ball complete to Durham. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Mayfield with it once more. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and they will remain well behind.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
2nd and 11 now.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here. Ready.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Here is 3rd and 5. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to
Just
just
finish the
put it
game,
on
man.
side and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They will run for it with Gainwell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run here with Swift. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try to run with Swift. And he is into the end zone again as he scores.